I've created a spreadsheet to help Swifties rank their albums and figure out which album is their favorite Taylor Swift album using math. This was not my idea. This idea came from a user on TikTok who I think got the idea from a user on Twitter. This is not my idea, but I did make a template spreadsheet so that it's easier for Swifties to do this because it's kind of a time-consuming, tedious process. So I'm going to show you how to use the spreadsheet template. So you'll come in on this page, which has directions written out. I don't feel like I wrote them out super well, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully this video will also solve them. You'll come in, click on step 1, and you will see a song bank down here, which has every song on her album. I did combine Red and Red Taylor's version and Fearless Taylor's version just to simplify things. I do have All Too Well and All Too Well 10-minute version both on here, but in my own rankings, I actually kind of considered them one track because I felt like it weighted Red too heavily to have two of pretty much the same like caliber of song. So I just used All Too Well to represent both. You can kind of see what it looks like when you've got them all done. You'll see you'll have some left over in your bank because we only do the top 15 songs, but you'll have each column filled in with all your favorite songs from most to least favorite on each album. And then you'll click over to step 2, which is the rankings tab, and you will rank each track against itself or against other tracks at the same level. I need to fix the color there. You'll rank them against each track at the same level. So for example, in mine, I would go across and I would rank everything in the top space. Oops, I'm in the wrong tab. Everything in the top space here. So for me, Cruel Summer was my number 1 of my number 1 songs. So I put a number 1. Next was Mirror Ball. So I put a number 2, etc., etc. And you'll go all the way to 10. And then you'll move on to number 2, your number 2 tracks, and you'll do the same thing. So you'll say, okay, Death by a Thousand Cuts is my number 1, August is my number 2 of my number 2 tracks, Ivy's number 3, and you'll go through and you'll rank 1 to 10 for all your number 2 tracks, and then 1 to 10 through for all your number 3 tracks, all the way down to your 15th. And then once you've done all that, you'll see that it auto calculates the results down here, and it also pulls the results or pulls the totals in here and then ranks the albums for you. So this is basically takes a lot of the math out of it and makes it just kind of a more streamlined process. It is still a little bit long and tedious, but it makes it a little bit easier. If you have questions, feel free to comment or just let me know and hopefully I can help.